The first camera in history is the pinhole camera from the 4th to 5th century. Iaghi introduced the Kine Exacta 1, which is the first 35mm SLR camera. In 1925, Leica first introduced the 35mm format in still photography. The human eye has equivalent f-stop values of f/8.3 in bright and f/2 in dark environments. The founding of the Société française de photographie in 1854 is in dedication to the history of photography. Robert Cornelius took the first ever selfie in 1839. Julius Berkowski took the first photograph of a total solar eclipse on July 28, 1851. London's Royal Photographic Society Est. 1853 remains the oldest photographic society to date. Military reconnaissance during World War I made extensive use of aerial photography. The photography division in Wikipedia has 80 genres and 10 subgenres. Edwin Hubble recorded the first image through the Hale telescope in January 1949. The release of Photoshop 1.0 in February 1990 was exclusive for Macintosh computers. Caffeinol refers to the process of developing film using coffee or tea. Anna Atkin has been recognized as the world's first female photographer. The 20th century famous Afghan Girl was taken in 1984, but the subject did not learn about her fame until seeing it in 2002. A pinhole camera counts as a safe way to look at the sun. Pictures taken every 2 minutes today are more than how many mankind did in the entire 1800s. Dilesh Parikh of Mumbai owns the world's largest camera collection with around 4,500 cameras. The default wallpaper of Windows XP holds the record for being the most viewed photo. Guinness recorded a total length of 260 feet 3 in or 79.37 meters for the world's longest photo negative. A British scientist named Sir John Herschel first coined the term photography in 1839. The science of optics and chemistry led to the invention of photography. Leonardo da Vinci made an accurate description of the physics that developed photography. Kirlian photography captures electrical coronal discharges. A French man invented photography in 1826. The first photograph was taken in 1826. The first photograph took 8 hours to develop. The first portrait was taken in 1838. Frenchman Nicéphore Nicher invented heliography. The first photo that showed the Earth's curve was taken in 1935. The first high-quality photograph of the Moon was taken in 1849. The first color photo did not come out until 1861. National Geographic debuted the first color photo on its cover in 1959. Gaspard Félix Tournichon took the world's first aerial photograph in 1858. The oldest surviving aerial photograph dates back to 1860. Spirit photography allegedly captures paranormal phenomena. The first Impressionist exhibition was held in 1874. The first museum of photography in Europe was the Musée de l'Élysée. The first ever photo of a black hole was taken on April 10, 2019. Photography used to be a potentially life-threatening career. Anna Atkins was the first person to publish a book with photo illustrations. The name of the photography giant Kodak has no real meaning. The first underwater camera system was created in 1893. Photography proved that all horses' hooves leave the ground in one point. English photographer Thomas Sutton invented the SLR camera. American photographer Arthur C. Pillsbury pioneered time-lapse photography. Photoshop started as Image Pro. Cecil Beaton started his career with only a Kodak 3A in hand. Helen Levitt spent 60 years of her life taking candid photos on New York City streets. Photography was highly valued by royalty. Before the electronic flash powder was used in photography. Back in the 1800s, dead bodies were the most popular subjects for photography. HDR images started way before today's digital devices. The original photographic paper was not as simple as what is used today. Historians claim the onset of the abstract photography movement happened in 1914. Pictorialism refers to the movement where photographers use soft focus. The creation of the group F64 contrasted pictorialism. The name of the group F64 references a camera setting. Iron tintypes photography was the most popular during the Civil War. The left side of human faces appears better in pictures. People did not smile in old photos due to the long exposure times. The biggest camera in 1900 was used to capture the handsomest train in the world. The most expensive camera ever sold was a 1923 prototype from the Leica O series. The heaviest lens for civilian use weighed 564 pounds. The title for the most viewed photography exhibit of all time goes to The Family of Man. The most expensive photograph ever taken was Rhine 2. The most expensive consumer camera lens costs $2,064,500. The largest known SLR lens is the 5200mm f/14 Tele Monster. On Instagram, the most liked photo is an egg with a plain background. Cameras were invented in 1816, but the principle was first recorded around 470 to 391 BCE. The camera obscura only allows viewing of the image in real time. Louis-Jacques Mandé Daguerre invented the first camera that can record an image. French firm Sus Frères created the world's oldest camera. The world's oldest camera sold for $792,330. There are cameras on the moon. Eastman Kodak's Stephen Sasson invented the first digital camera in 1975. Digital imaging is environmentally friendly. The tripod attachment thread of a camera and the bolt on a lampshade has the same size. Black and white film sales have increased by around 5% annually in recent years.